everybody, Bran here. It's been almost exactly 3 months on testosterone, so that's exciting. Yeah. So I haven't done a video for a while. My moms were in town last week, and it was awesome. I love having them in town, and I was hanging out with them a lot, and it was awesome, but now they are back home, which is also an awesome place, and so yes, making videos again. But that was really awesome. My mom's right down. I use the word awesome more. Okay, first up, testosterone update. Let's see. This has been a really great week/2 weeks. Let's see. First of all, I've definitely noticed that my shoulders are broader. I was wearing some of the clothes that I wore like early on when I started just wearing girls' clothes that were very masculine, like button-downs, and they don't fit me anymore because they're very, very tight because the shoulders are too broad on me compared to the clothing, and that is cool, and I appreciate that. It also means I should probably go shopping because my wardrobe is starting to get a little sparse, but that's also fun. I love shopping. Honestly, I think a commercial about trans people shopping in the correct section of a clothing store for the first time would be an amazing commercial, just like, you know, the Windows laptop commercials from a while ago. Anyway, yeah, that's cool. Also, passing really well this week. Monday and Tuesday especially, I got called man and sir by random strangers, and nobody even thought to call me ma'am, so that was awesome. And yeah, it's partly that my voice is deeper, and the haircut is definitely really helping, and also clothing. So Monday and Tuesday, I was wearing great clothes, it looked really good, and then I really need to do laundry, so I did laundry today, and I'll be back to looking fantastic. So yeah, that's the thing. I did have a little bit of a reaction to my shot 2 weeks ago. Honestly, I've been having a tiny bit of a reaction, like as long as I've been getting them, but this one was particularly itchy. So the reaction is that it's just like itchy and red, kind of like a mosquito bite or something. And this week, I think the reason it was particularly bad, or 2 weeks ago, was because I did my shot and then did crunches the next day, and since I'm getting shots in my stomach, it's like agitating the area. Anyway, I guess I should probably tell my doctor about that when I go for my 3-month checkup. So yeah, that's life. That's testosterone. Yeah. Moving right along to the question of the week. The question of the week is, should I be a ninja? Do I want to be a ninja? Actually, those are just the like catchy, grab your attention, get your attention sort of ways of phrasing this question. The real question is, after I finish my physical transition, do I want to go stealth? So, what is stealth? Stealth is basically when a trans person transitions and then goes back in the closet, sort of. So, like for example, for me, a trans guy, going stealth would be transitioning to male and then telling everybody and saying that I was male and not mentioning that I was trans and had transitioned. So I'm never going to go completely stealth. I have very great friends and family, and they love me, and they're okay with my transitioning, and I'm not gonna just disappear on them. I definitely have read stories about trans people who had very unaccepting families and like went very stealth, like just cut off contact with people who knew they were trans. So that's not what's going to happen to me, because my friends and family are awesome. But I have been considering the idea of going stealth at work after I transition. So changing companies to a company, or changing teams to a team where people don't know that I'm trans, and just saying, yeah, like, I'm a guy, sure, whatever. I'm not mentioning that I'm trans. And when I first mentioned this to some of my really good friends, they thought that this was kind of like a change in perspective for me, because I had talked about before that um, I was kind of jealous of the fact that for trans women, there's like very obvious things you can do and wear that are like clearly presenting female and identify you as trans before you've transitioned. Like if somebody walks down the street in a dress, they either think girl, or they think maybe trans person. None of them thinks totally normal, completely 100% straight cisgender guy who's just going to work. Nobody thinks that. Whereas with masculine men's clothes, it's less obvious. Like, I wear men's shirts all the time. I have for a while. I've been wearing boys' jeans since junior high. And still, people don't really notice that the clothes I'm wearing are masculine. That doesn't... Nobody has ever seen what I was wearing and gone, trans? Except maybe, like, another trans person who thought I was wearing a binder or something. Even that, I don't think has happened. And so, when I talked about going stealth, my friends saw this as kind of changing the way I identified, from identifying as like obviously trans male to identifying as just male, or even like cisgender male almost. And to me, it didn't seem like as obvious a change in perspective. Like, the core thing in both cases is that I want to be perceived as male. And if I can't pass as male, then being obviously trans male is a way of being male. But if I can pass as male, then just being accepted as a guy is maybe even a higher level, I guess. So that's the reason that I think it would be interesting and useful and cool to go stealth for a little while, at least at work, to see how people treat me when they know that when they know that I'm actually a guy. Like, people know that I'm a guy. When they don't have any reason to think of me as anything other than a guy. If they have literally zero clue that I was born female, then I know that they'll act around me exactly as if I was one of the guys. Whereas when I'm like openly trans male and I'm talking with people, I know that they might be like filtering their opinion, or like not saying things that are offensive to women just because they see me as like a girl in some ways, or like just walking on not eggshells, but trying to present a certain side of themselves that they might not otherwise present. And not just guys, like girls too. Like, I definitely feel like because I'm more feminine in appearance, sometimes women and girls feel more comfortable around me. And like, all of these are good things, right? I like people feeling comfortable around me, and I like reminding people that they shouldn't be jerks to men. So I'm not sure if I would stay... If I go stealth, I'm not sure that I would stay stealth forever. Like, I feel like there's definitely benefit to be openly trans and sort of paying it forward to the community that I was really accepted, and trans people doing cool things shows other trans people that they can also do cool things. So, I'm not sure that even if I go stealth, I will stay stealth. And for me, stealth will probably be a like mainly work thing. But we'll see. I have a long time to go before I need to actually make this decision. It's just a question that's been on my mind. It's also kind of partly why I'm sticking around in the job that I am, is I have like a set goal of when I want to consider changing jobs, like when I've transitioned in like a year and a half, 2 years. But yeah, that's life. That's what stealth means. That's my attempt to articulate how I feel about going stealth. Yeah. Bye!